My precious child, today, I am reaching out to you with my eternal love, ready to lift every weight to feel free from worry, for those sleepless nights to end, for your sadness to go away, and for you never again to fall into depression. I love you truly. I have shown you this many times, but I want you to see it and feel it even more. You answer me now and tell me the truth. Do you want your life to improve? Do you desire to finally come out of so much tension? Do you want your heart to be flooded with happiness? Answer me now. And if you truly want to come out of that deep pit, do what I tell you in this message. Start today. Do not delay. Do not leave it for later. Look how I come to answer your doubts, and I speak to you directly. You already know that I am real. You really do not need more proof of my faithfulness, but I will come and give them to you, not only so you can see them and believe them, but also so that those unbelieving people around you realize who was with you. Start today. The first thing you must do when you start your day, even before you get up from your bed, before you leave your room, is to give thanks. Even if you do not feel the desire to do so, or if the previous day brought you so much bewilderment that you no longer feel any gratitude, close those little eyes that suffer. Give thanks for your life, for the freedom you have to speak with me, for your faith, even if it is very small. Be grateful because there are people close to you who, although they sometimes cause you so many problems, still love you. Give thanks because you can think, read, receive these words, and you can decide a total change of attitude. Instead of focusing on the negative, each morning when the sun rises, you will think about what is good, what is pure, what is lovely. You will look for something positive in every detail, and even from problems, you will look for the good part. Remember, what does not destroy you makes you stronger. And here you are, standing or on your knees, but you are alive. You have not been destroyed. So those conflicts you have lived through have truly strengthened you, and you know it well. They were painful times, certainly, but I tell you again, you have life. You have become very brave, and look, even in the midst of such intense conflicts, you have come to my presence to seek an answer. So the first thing in your day, close your eyes and be grateful for all the good things and the things that seem bad to you. You give thanks in everything, and you will see how your heart is transformed little by little, in such a way that you will rise to a supernatural spiritual level in which you will be able to look behind each problem that seems so terrible and bad. There is always a blessing or a lesson so valuable that it will be building you up and will bring you divine wisdom that no one around you has reached. In these days when people seek to show off their blessings, you will have valuable, powerful wisdom. Many will say they have it, but you know well that your gift comes from your Heavenly Father. Others will think they are very wise, but you have received holy wisdom that comes from my throne. This is the result of having made an effort to give thanks for everything each morning at the break of dawn. I will fill your heart with joy when you come to my presence giving thanks. It will be so, I promise you. After giving thanks, come to my word. Open your Bible. Feed yourself on this divine power that can change your life. Read, learn, memorize, write, remember. Think about my word. Speak it out loud. And when problems and provocations come, take a few seconds. Breathe deeply, and then calmly give thanks for the opportunity you are about to face. And remember my word. My Holy Spirit will come to you to guide you as never before. But the secret of my supernatural presence is in your grateful attitude and your effort to remain in this holy word night and day without fainting. I send you these messages that you are listening to with love and affection that you can feel when each word that my voice speaks to you caresses your soul and fills you with that holy joy you felt when you were a child. Pay close attention, and you will feel that country smell returning to you when it has just rained. You will feel that breeze that caresses your cheeks. But the most beautiful and wonderful thing is that as you listen to my messages every day, you will feel my arms protecting you and my Holy Spirit guiding you. Do what I tell you today. Give thanks when you wake up. Seek in my word the support, the strength you will need. Listen to these messages in an attitude of prayer. Write them and share them with love. And truly I tell you that on this day, and in a great way, you and your family will be very blessed. That day will come when what you lack today will be more than enough. My promises are fulfilled. They are not delayed. They become reality for all those who with faith and patience know how to wait. I know what you need and what is good for you. For your family and for you, I have powerful plans. Do not fear the conflicts you are living through today. Hold on to these words I am telling you, and do not react with anger and negativity to the situations you may encounter. Let me draw a smile on your face, and let my Holy Spirit anoint your head with holy oil that drives away from your mind confusions and evil thoughts. I want to speak directly to your heart right now about the prayers you have been praying. Every single prayer you have whispered in the quiet of the night. Every tear-soaked plea you have lifted up to me. Every desperate cry for help, I have heard them all. Not one of your prayers has fallen to the ground unheard. Not one of your requests has been ignored. I have been paying attention to every word, every groan, every sigh that has come from your lips. And I want you to know that I am answering. The answer may not look exactly like what you expected. The timing may not be what you had hoped for. But I am answering in the way that is best for you, in the way that will bring the most glory to my name and the most good to your life. Sometimes my answer is yes, and I give you exactly what you asked for. Sometimes even better than what you asked for. Sometimes my answer is wait, because the timing is not right yet, because you are not ready yet, because I am arranging things behind the scenes that need to be in place before I can release what you are asking for. Sometimes my answer is no, not because I do not love you, not because I want to withhold good things from you, but because I see something you cannot see. I see that what you are asking for would actually hurt you, would take you off the path I have planned for you, would distract you from your true purpose. And because I love you too much to give you something that would harm you, I say no to that request, while I prepare something so much better for you. Think about a child who asks his father for candy right before dinner. The father says no, not because he does not love the child, not because he is mean, but because he knows that if the child eats candy now, he will not have an appetite for the nutritious meal that is being prepared. The father is not withholding. The father is protecting. The father has something better planned. This is how I work with you. When I say no to something you want, it is always because I have something better prepared for you. When I say wait, it is always because the best is still being prepared and the timing is not yet perfect. But here is what I need you to understand about prayer. Prayer is not just about getting things from me. Prayer is about relationship with me. Prayer is about communion with me. Prayer is about aligning your will with mine. Prayer is about changing you, not just changing your circumstances. When you come into my presence to pray, you are entering into the most sacred space in the universe. You are coming before the throne of the Creator of all things. You are approaching the Ancient of Days, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. And in that moment, something profound happens. My presence begins to transform you. My glory begins to rub off on you. My nature begins to be imprinted on your heart. This is why I tell you to pray without ceasing. Not because I need to hear the same thing over and over again. Not because I am forgetful and need to be reminded, but because you need the constant connection with me. You need the continual transformation that happens when you are in my presence. You need the ongoing renewal that comes from communing with me. You need the perspective shift that occurs when you stop looking at your problems and start looking at me. You need the peace that floods your soul when you rest in my presence. You need the strength that comes when you draw near to me. And as you pray, as you spend time with me, as you pour out your heart to me, I am working. I am moving mountains. I am opening doors. I am making ways where there seems to be no way. I am releasing angels on assignments. I am shifting circumstances. I am preparing blessings. I am orchestrating divine appointments. I am working all things together for your good. So do not stop praying. Do not give up. Do not think that because you have not seen the answer yet, it means I am not working. I am working. Trust me. Keep praying. Keep believing. Keep standing in faith. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. Do not think that I will send you punishments because of your mistakes. You have lived their consequences, and you have already suffered setbacks and pain, but I am not going to use my power to sink you into sadness. Please do not blame me for your losses. I took nothing from you. Or you tell me the day and the hour when you saw with your own eyes me taking away the blessings that I myself sent you. Someone deceived you and spoke badly of me. I do not lie. I do not plot evil against you. If I gave my life on a cross, why would I bring a curse upon you? You came repentant, and you moved away from sin. I have already forgiven you, and your error has been forgiven. What are you waiting for now? Do not misinterpret things. If you face problems, if suddenly conflicts come, and if it seems that temporarily your enemies throw you down, you do not fear or react with anger. Do not get angry with me. I have no quarrel with you, and if you have believed that, go and claim it from the liar who told you. Have you not read my word? I am the Almighty God who loves you with eternal love, and in such a way that I have eternal life for you. I do not want you to lose yourself. This is serious. Find a place, and in silence confess your faults to me. Tell me your doubts. Take out of your heart those questions. Do not keep anything. Pour out your soul in the early morning and cry if you need to cry. I want you to be free once and for all from remorse and guilt. I will touch your spirit and make you understand that I have a beautiful plan in which I am already working. Do not be depressed or filled with sadness because of the things that are happening. Recognize that I love you. I am not angry. I have nothing against you. I do not need to make you suffer. I will tell you in more obvious ways so you will believe me. I will speak to you at dawn and show you my glory so you can see me. Your soul will feel me in your spirit. You are going to get up, and a beautiful sensation will come that covers you from head to toe. I will reveal to you my wonderful and supernatural, eternal and true love. You will have no doubt whatsoever that you belong to me. You are my little one. I look at you day and night with pure, tender love. Do not doubt me anymore. Oh, you tell me, what do I gain by making you suffer? You are old enough to understand that the mistakes you make will bring consequences. A wrong step can cause your failure. You already know. But I am not sending you to destruction. Rather, I am waiting for you to come to my presence and let us talk about your error. Who am I? Your God, your Father, your friend. I am judge and consuming fire, but let it not be forgotten that I am also your defense attorney, and my job is to defend you from the accuser. I have in my hands the deed, the proof of your innocence. My powerful blood paid for your guilt, and it is true that perhaps in this world you have to live with the consequences, but even from that pain I can rescue you. I just want you to learn the lesson and not sin again, that you never offend anyone. And if you have never done so, well then, how good. Be strong and courageous so it never happens. It is my desire that your soul enjoy my blessing, and that you enjoy every day of this full freedom, that you come with confidence and without fear to ask for your family, and to wait with faith that all the good things you ask me, I will give them to you. And if you do not receive them just as you asked for them, be assured that something better I will provide for you. Please, my little daughter, my little son, do not think anymore that I get angry with you. I love you, and here in my arms I take care of you with affection, and it will be so forever. My promises are fulfilled, and if you have not received your blessing, it is not because I do not want to. Everything has its time under the sun. Please wait, be patient, and very soon with joy and happiness your heart will be filled. Tell me, write, shout, I believe, do not fear. I am the solution, the answer, and the key to solving all your problems. You already know it well. Your heart already has the security, because many times I have told you that I am your shepherd, and whatever the situation you are going through, you will lack nothing. You are very worried about the future, about the days to come, about your work, about your job, about those decisions that affect you because you believe you can lose the means that sustain you. You are afraid that people will reject you or deny you opportunities, or you feel cornered because evil tongues have joined together against you to speak evil and plan attacks. but I repeat it to you and remind you once more. Do not fear. My power is much stronger and greater than any giant that rises up against you. Do not be afraid of anyone, not of people who look important, nor of those cowards who start their day plotting ways to discourage you. They look for words carefully to insult you, and their only reason to live is to destroy that work I have done in you. I ask you that wherever you are, try to find a moment of stillness, a time of solitude. Close your eyes. You do not have to talk. You do not have to say many words. Just be quiet and listen. My voice will reach the depths of your soul and will discover those things that are still kept that hurt you. The ones that make you wake up at dawn, and sometimes you do not know it or cannot find the reason why your eyes open in the darkness and your mind fills with so much confusion. You do not know what to think. You do not know what to do. You fear the day, what might happen, and when night comes, the fear of loneliness consumes you again. But behold, I tell you, come close to me. Come to my presence. In my word is the power in your answer. Seek me at dawn. I listen to you. I understand you. Even if your heart is silent and your eyes cry, I love you. I am hugging you. I am with you forever, for the ages of ages. The world wants to submerge you in pain, but I cover you with my love. People expect to see you on the ground, but my Holy Spirit gives you a hand, lifts you up and tells you, rise up, daughter, son of mine, champion of my heart, stand up. Be strong and courageous. No one can hurt you. Keep this message and listen to it many times before going to sleep. You have to hear again word by word. These letters feed your soul and fill your mind with peace. Your room lights up with my divine presence. Open your spiritual sight so you can see, even for a second, this army of heavenly angels that protect you from the evil of the world. Tell me please that you will not forget. When you turn off the light before sleeping, you will speak these words. I dwell in the shelter of the Most High. I am protected with love under the shadow of the Almighty, my powerful Lord. Remember, the world has treated you with contempt, but I look at you with love. The world judges you and wants to force you to be a person you are not, but I know you very well. I love you and accept you just as you are. I know your dreams well and I know where you want to go. There will come a time when you yourself will ask me for definitive changes for your life. You will leave behind the bad habits that were destroying you. The day and the hour will come when you yourself will learn to value yourself, to love yourself, to take care of yourself. No, that is not selfishness. I myself have commanded you. Do you not remember? Love your neighbor as yourself. You have to know and give yourself the value you truly have. It will not fill you with pride. I will give you a sensitive heart so you can understand everyone who suffers, but you will also understand very well the value and potential you have, and you will receive with joy all the gifts and blessings I will give you. I bless you because I love you and I want to do it, not because everything you do is perfect. I know your mistakes, your faults, but also your abilities and your talents. I bless you because of my grace and mercy. Do not reject my blessing. Please do not worry anymore about your future. Times of abundance are coming, but also days of peace and happiness are coming. My love is what blesses you, and my blessings do not come accompanied by pain and sadness. Everything I give you is good, and is born in this so beautiful love that I keep for you here in my heart. Tell me now that you believe it. Tell me. Write it. I want to see your attitude and your heart full of faith. Let me reveal to you the power of forgiveness and how it unlocks doors that have been closed in your life. You have been carrying bitterness, resentment, anger, and unforgiveness toward people who have hurt you. Maybe it was a family member who betrayed you. Maybe it was a friend who abandoned you. Maybe it was a spouse who was unfaithful. Maybe it was a boss who mistreated you. Maybe it was someone who lied about you, stole from you, or caused you deep pain. And every day you carry this weight of unforgiveness. Every day you rehearse in your mind what they did to you. Every day you imagine what you would say to them if you had the chance. Every day you hold on to the hurt, the anger, the desire for revenge. But I need you to understand something very important. When you refuse to forgive, you are not hurting them. You are hurting yourself. Unforgiveness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It is like carrying a heavy backpack full of rocks everywhere you go. It weighs you down. It steals your joy. It robs you of peace. It blocks your blessings. It hinders your prayers. It damages your health. It destroys your relationships. It keeps you trapped in the past. And most importantly, it separates you from me. I have told you in my word that if you do not forgive others, I cannot forgive you. This is not because I am vindictive or petty. This is because unforgiveness creates a barrier between us. When you hold unforgiveness in your heart, you are saying that what that person did to you is greater than what I did for you on the cross. You are saying that their sin against you is worse than your sin against me. You are saying that they do not deserve mercy, which means you do not think you deserve mercy either, because the measure you use to judge others is the measure that will be used to judge you. But here is the beautiful truth about forgiveness. When you forgive, you are not saying that what they did was okay. You are not saying it did not hurt. You are not saying they should not face consequences. You are simply saying, I release this person from the debt they owe me. I release this situation to God. I choose to let go of the bitterness and the anger. I choose to trust that God will handle the situation better than I ever could. I choose freedom over bondage. I choose peace over turmoil. I choose blessing over curse. And when you make that choice, when you truly forgive from your heart, something supernatural happens. The weight lifts off your shoulders. The prison door swings open. The chains fall off. The bitterness drains away. The peace floods in. The joy returns. Your health improves. Your relationships heal. Your prayers become powerful again. The blessings that were being blocked start flowing again. And most importantly, you experience my presence in a deeper way than you ever have before. Forgiveness is not easy. It is one of the hardest things I will ever ask you to do. But it is also one of the most powerful things you can do. It is an act of faith. It is an act of obedience. It is an act of worship. Because when you forgive someone who does not deserve it, you are reflecting my character. You are showing the world what I am like. You are demonstrating the gospel in a tangible way. You are saying, I have been forgiven much, therefore I forgive much. So today, I am asking you to make a list of everyone you need to forgive. Write down their names. Write down what they did to you. And then, one by one, speak out loud. I forgive this person for what they did to me. I release them from the debt they owe me. I let go of all bitterness, resentment, and anger toward them. I choose to bless them instead of curse them. I pray that you would bless them, heal them, and draw them to yourself. As you do this, you will feel the burden lifting. You will feel the freedom coming. You will feel my presence surrounding you, and you will experience breakthrough in areas where you have been stuck for years. Now let me teach you about the importance of stewarding well what I have already given you. Many people are waiting for me to give them more, but they are not taking care of what they already have. They are praying for a spouse, but they are not taking care of their own character and becoming the kind of person who would attract a godly spouse. They are praying for a better job, but they are not being faithful and excellent in the job they have now. They are praying for more money, but they are not managing wisely the money I have already given them. They are praying for a ministry, but they are not serving faithfully in the small opportunities I have already provided. I have told you in my word that if you are faithful with little, I will make you ruler over much. But if you are not faithful with little, even what you have will be taken away and given to someone who will be faithful with it. This is a kingdom principle that most people do not understand. You do not get promoted because you are qualified. You get promoted because you are faithful. You do not get blessed because you are talented. You get blessed because you are obedient. You do not get the breakthrough because you are deserving. You get the breakthrough because you are trustworthy. So before you ask me for more, let me ask you some questions. Are you being faithful with what you already have? Are you taking care of your body, which is the temple of my Holy Spirit? Are you managing your time wisely? Or are you wasting hours every day on things that do not matter? Are you managing your money well, or are you spending it foolishly on things you do not need? Are you being faithful in your relationships, or are you taking people for granted? Are you being faithful in the small opportunities I have given you to serve, or are you waiting for something bigger before you will step up? If you want me to bless you with more, you need to prove that you can handle what you already have. You need to show me that you can be trusted with small things before I give you big things. You need to demonstrate that you will give me glory when the blessing comes, not just keep it all for yourself. You need to show me that you will use what I give you to bless others, not just to build your own kingdom. This is why I sometimes keep you in a season of small things for longer than you would like. Not because I am withholding, not because I do not want to bless you, but because I am testing you. I am watching to see what you will do when no one is watching. I am observing how you handle your current responsibilities before I give you greater ones. I am evaluating whether you will still worship me when you are in obscurity, or if you only worship me when you are on the platform. I am assessing whether you will still give generously when you have little, or if you are only generous when you have plenty. And when I see that you are faithful, when I see that you can be trusted, when I see that you have the right heart, then I release the greater blessing. Then I open the bigger door. Then I promote you to the next level. But it all starts with being faithful where you are right now. It all starts with stewarding well what you already have. It all starts with proving that you can handle small things with excellence, integrity, and faithfulness. So stop despising the day of small things. Stop looking at what others have and feeling sorry for yourself. Stop complaining about where you are. Instead, bloom where you are planted. Be faithful with what you have. Excel in your current assignment. And watch how I promote you in my perfect timing. Listen to me well. I will defend you with all my power from those who rise up against you. You trust. Remain still and calm. Do not respond to threats. Never seek your revenge. Come on your knees and tell me. I will console you and show you the plans of triumph and victory I have for you. I take very seriously when your enemies come determined to destroy your longings, to beat down your spirit, and to trample your dreams. They will try it, but they will not achieve it if you keep your faith and do not run away. If you stay firm where you are, your adversaries will be filled with fear when they see your firmness, your courage, and your unshakable confidence. They will throw at you darts of fire and lies, but you are protected with a divine shield. My angels are standing, waiting for my order, and as soon as I command them, they will finish with the intentions of your accusers. Forever they will go. They will never come back to bother you. I will put in your path the resources and ideas so you can prepare yourself. I will give you grace with important people. The doors that need to open will open so you will not be defeated, and after a time of testing, you will feel strengthened and happy. You are listening to these words because I have a future of blessing for your life. You are feeling in your heart a flame that burns and an enormous desire not to give up. For the good of your family, the firmness in your faith and your character will cause fear in your enemies. After hearing this promise, tell me, who will you fear? There is not in this universe any being that can hurt you. Do not let anyone deceive you with ridiculous fables telling you they have more power than I do. No spells, no witchcraft, no curses, no fantasies. Remember it well. Absolutely no one has you under any spell. Discard the lies of this world. My blood was shed on a cross, and on that same day, all the forces of evil were shamed. The original bill of your sins was nailed to the wood, and sometimes your accusers show you a worthless copy to remind you of your mistakes and cause you fear. Live in the present. Here is your blessing. No one can ever hurt you if you give me your life and your heart. You are free from all curse, from debts, from affliction, and from sickness. This is how it is, and this is how it will be. Be filled with courage. Your path has not ended yet. Do not turn your gaze toward the distractions you find on your path. Do not lose sight of the success and blessings you have ahead. In various ways, I try to show you how much I love you. I do not want you to abandon your plans. Believe and wait a little longer so you can see how your dreams come true. Whenever you face contrary situations, when obstacles stop your way, please remember the promises I have given you and the times I have helped you fulfill your destiny. Learn to say thank you in everything. Do not complain saying that I ignore you. That will never be true, and those thoughts only come from the forces of evil. Do not allow them in your mind. Discouragement is normal. You are going to cry. Your body gets tired. Your spirit also has a limit. But the time to rest will come. There is time for everything. Time to fight and time to rest. Time for war and time to plan. Faith weakens, and problems begin when you take your sight off the path you are walking on and look to the sides. You forget my word, and you let yourself be influenced by the messages of defeat that rain on your head and soak you with negativity. Many oppose your triumph, but do not fear them. Focus on what is important and principle. At your side fights the warrior of warriors, your captain, your Lord, the creator of the universe, I, your heavenly Father. Through one door your enemies will enter shouting threats, and through another door they will leave ashamed and defeated. They will fall into an abyss. They will not dare to return. Your triumph, your success will come sooner or later, and whether you yourself see it with your own eyes, or perhaps I will give you the grace and the majestic privilege that your descendants will be the ones to enjoy the fruit of your effort. Your tears and your pain are already sown in the land of your hope, and although it germinates even after you have departed to your heavenly home, from here you and I will look with joy at how the promises I gave you were fulfilled. Do not be discouraged. Move forward. Your work will be rewarded. I myself will place the crown of victory on your head. You are about to receive the answer you have been waiting for so long. Today I will change your life. I do this because I have seen your suffering, your faith, and your dedication. The miracle you are going to receive will bring great joy to your heart. You thought it was impossible for it to happen, but listen to my voice at this moment and prepare yourself to receive your blessing. Open your hands, empty your heart of doubt and distrust, because what comes into your life today is much bigger and better than what you had thought. I have been watching you. You cry out every day asking me to open the door of opportunity for you. And today I want to tell you, the door has opened. Soon, everything you are asking me for will become reality. Do you believe in my power? Do you accept my blessing? Have faith and be brave. Receive what I give you with confidence. Do not reject what I put in your hands. Even if your problems are big, even if the struggles are constant, even if some things do not turn out the way you expected, I am your God, and I have control of every situation and your life. Rise up in faith, look at the sky, and always keep your head high, because I do not lie. I never fail. I do not lose any battle. I will never abandon you. Feel at this moment how this peace I send you begins to fill your heart with tranquility. In this peace you can trust and rest, so you can be filled with courage and dream again. So you can believe in love again. So you can forgive those who have hurt you, and have the wisdom to understand and know to whom you are going to give an opportunity. Or so you have the strength to say no and move away from a violent relationship or from a bad friendship. Perhaps because of everything you have gone through, you are not used to living surrounded by peace and happiness. You were so troubled that you could not enjoy my blessings, but be brave and do not faint. Accept this new life. Your spirit has been reborn. Your feet will walk on a new path. The future that approaches you is great and wonderful, but you have to believe it and accept it. Tell me with your own lips, I believe it and I receive it. Can you give me a minute? Just listen to me. Do not worry about anything. I want you to pay attention to me and value each one of my words. I have to come to speak to you once more about this wonderful love I feel for you. It is more than a phrase or an emotion. For me to love you means an eternal covenant. I have told you that I love you, and so it is written. With my own lips I have told you. It is signed and sealed with my own blood, and I am not going to change my mind. My promises are unbreakable. You will always have a place in my heart. Every star you look at night was created to light your way in the darkness and to remind you that you are loved in truth. The sun that shines in the heights and that lights you with its light was created so you can feel on your skin the warmth of an affection you cannot see, but that is so immense it ends all darkness that can exist in your soul. Feel my love every night before going to sleep. Feel it again every morning and every time you get up from your bed and prepare for a new day of life. Feel so loved and believe with faith and firmness in this love that is so real. It is not a fantasy. It is not an invention of your imagination. What you most long for in your life is love. And love is what I am giving you. Over your soul, I am pouring something so beautiful and lovely that it will change your way of seeing life. I love you, and for me it is important that you live, that you have the strength to go through any storm, however small or big it may seem, so you can walk on the waves of the sea and not sink in the waters of problems, so your feet can bear the burning ground of the desert. I love you and I will give you that strength you need. My promises are sufficient to keep you firm on the path you are walking. I tell you once more, I want you to live. Give importance and respect to the future I want to give you. I love you. You have to believe it. You must accept it. I am giving you life and encouragement, and you must receive them with faith to be able to triumph. You are going to be well. Everything is going to be arranged. Here's the sign you have asked me for. You have cried out to me. You have cried. You have prayed for an answer. And here I am to answer you. From the first day you cry out, an angel left from my heavenly throne, and in his hands he carries the key for your liberation. But you are a very special person. A battle is being fought for your life in the heavenly region. The enemy wants you to crawl on the ground and not see you triumph. My armies fight for you in the air against the forces of evil. So much conflict that has come to you suddenly is not coincidence. You have to be conscious and be very intelligent. Be prudent with what you speak. Do not tell anyone your secrets. Be very careful in whom you are going to trust. The enemy wants to devour you and find a weak point in your soul, destroy you with lies and deceptions. He wants to extinguish your faith. Many envious people see that over you I have poured my grace and favor, and your future is full of miracles. A supernatural life awaits you. Perhaps now for a time you have afflictions, but your problems are not eternal. Soon they will end. The sadness that burdens you will soon pass. Some who offended you will return. They are going to ask your forgiveness, and you are not going to deny them. You will love them as yourself, and in everything you can, you will help them. But your faith and your trust will be only in me. Even if people come and promise you the moon and the stars, you never believe them. No one has the power to bless you and free you from evil. No one has the true word that only I can give you. If you stop believing me and begin to put your confidence in vain promises of false people, your blessings will go with the wind, and some will not return anymore. So this is your time. Let your faith be anchored in this powerful and eternal word, firm and true for all eternity. The hour of decision will soon come. Choose my love, my affection, my comfort, my embrace. Make a serious commitment to come every morning to listen to me and to fill yourself with this word that has shown you the way and gives you a reason to fight. This is your sign. Open your eyes. The problems you face will disappear. The help you wait for is coming. The provision you need you will receive. I love you. Today it is proven. I am going to take you out of this situation. You asked me. I listened to you. I have come to give you these promises so you can receive them with faith. My word affirms it and promises it. My victory is your triumph. From my throne it comes. From my hands you are going to receive very soon the reward for all your suffering, the prize for your courage, the medal for your determination, the crown of life, and many more blessings. Tell me with your lips and your heart that you believe them, and you will receive them. Even if today you feel tired, do not fear. I come to give you strength and firmness to your legs, agility to your feet, encouragement to your soul. I come to ignite your faith. You are feeling that flame of fire in your heart while you listen to me and read me. Your soul fills with a supernatural desire to get up and continue reaching more victories. My little daughter, my little son, that is how I am. I care about my children. and it hurts me to see them in sadness and depression, beaten down by thoughts of defeat and death, their bodies sick from so much worry they allow in their mind. I do not want to see you in this way. That is why every night, when your eyes close and you entrust your rest to me, I will come into your dreams and tell you with my sweet voice how much I love you. You will no longer spend nights without sleep. You are going to rest like a little one, and in the morning when you open your little eyes, I will be there again, caressing your head and preparing your soul so you get up with the firm decision to be happy. Before you, good, holy, precious blessings already await you. A wonderful family reconciliation. You will also meet new people with beautiful intentions. Your life continues. You are not going to live crying over the past. I am rescuing you from slavery and fear. I am giving you freedom. Give me your promise that you will value this blessing. While you listen to me, I am increasing your courage. You have never been a coward, and I am pleased to see the good intentions you have, the faith and effort you put in so things turn out well. When you see yourself victorious and you are surrounded by success, when my blessings reign over you and you feel very happy, come back here with me every day. Even if you are very strong and brave, you are still my daughter, my son, and I want you to spend time in my presence and feel my love. You will always have a very special place here in my heart. I have seen your struggles. I see how strong you are. In life they have done you many injustices. They have thrown many stones at you. I see your heart, how moved you are. You cry and cry out for direction, light, and help. The night does not cover you in fear and loneliness because I am by your side. Be covered by my presence and my truth. I am here by your side even if you cannot see me, but you can feel me. Every night when you enter your room, you close the door. You kneel next to your bed to pray and talk with me. I visit you. I am always present. I give you my peace. I fill you with my love. I fill you with encouragement and renew your faith. I stay by your side. I take care of you. I send my angels to protect you from nighttime fears. This is what makes you wake up with strength to fight and win the next day. I am the reason you stay firm when fear and anguish tried to knock on your door. I was the one who answered them and did not allow you to sink. Let me now speak to you about living with purpose and discovering the specific calling I have placed on your life. You are not created by accident. You are not here by chance. Before you were born, before you were even conceived in your mother's womb, I knew you. I chose you. I set you apart for a specific purpose. I designed you with unique gifts, talents, abilities, and passions that perfectly equip you for the assignment I have given you. There is something that only you can do. There is a role that only you can fill. There are people that only you can reach. There is a message that only you can deliver. There is a problem that only you can solve. You are irreplaceable. You are indispensable. You are essential to my plan. But I know that many of you are struggling to understand what your purpose is. You look at your life and you do not see anything special. You look at your gifts and you think they are ordinary. You look at your circumstances and you think you are disqualified. You look at your past and you think you have made too many mistakes to be used by me. But all of these thoughts are lies from the enemy. The truth is that your purpose is not determined by your past. It is determined by my call on your life. Your purpose is not limited by your circumstances. It is released by your obedience. Your purpose is not dependent on your abilities. It is accomplished by my power working through you. So how do you discover your purpose? First, look at what breaks your heart. What makes you angry? What makes you cry? What injustice in the world bothers you more than anything else? What need do you see that you wish someone would meet? That burden, that passion, that compassion is often an indicator of your calling. I put that burden in your heart because I want to use you to bring change in that area. Second, look at what brings you joy. What do you love to do? What activities make time fly by? What could you talk about for hours without getting bored? What skills come naturally to you? What do people consistently compliment you on or ask for your help with? These are clues to how I have wired you, to the gifts and talents I have placed within you. Third, Look at where you have influence. Who listens to you? Who respects you? Who comes to you for advice? Who follows your example? Your sphere of influence, whether it is large or small, is your mission field. It is where I have called you to make a difference. You do not need a platform to fulfill your purpose. You do not need to be famous or have millions of followers. You just need to be faithful to touch the lives that I have placed in your path. Fourth, look at your past experiences, both good and bad. What have you been through? What have you overcome? What lessons have you learned? What wisdom have you gained? I waste nothing. Every experience you have had, I can use it for your purpose. The pain you endured can become your ministry. The battle you fought can become your testimony. The mistake you made can become your message. I will take what the enemy meant for evil and turn it into good. And once you discover your purpose, once you understand your calling, do not wait for perfect conditions to start walking in it. Do not wait until you feel ready, because you will never feel ready. Do not wait until you have all the resources, because I will provide what you need as you step out in faith. Do not wait until you have everyone's approval, because some people will never approve. Just start. Start small. Start where you are. Start with what you have. Start with the one person in front of you. Start with the one opportunity that presents itself. Start with the one step of obedience I am asking you to take. And as you start, as you move forward, as you take that first step, I will give you the next step. I will open the next door. I will provide the next resource. I will bring the next person. I will expand your influence. I will increase your impact. I will multiply your effectiveness. But I need you to understand something important about purpose. Your primary purpose is not what you do. It is who you become. Your primary calling is not to a career or a ministry or a project. It is to intimacy with me. It is to becoming more like Jesus. It is to loving me with all your heart and loving others as yourself. Everything else flows out of that. If you are walking in intimate relationship with me, if you are being transformed into my image, if you are overflowing with my love, then everything you do will be fulfilling your purpose. Whether you are working a regular job, raising children, serving in ministry, or running a business. Because your purpose is not ultimately about what you accomplish. It is about who you are and whose you are. Now let me speak to you about the power of your testimony and why your story matters more than you realize. You may think that what you have been through is too painful, too messy, too embarrassing to share with anyone. You may think that your story is not important, that no one would be interested, that it would not make a difference. But I am telling you today that your testimony is one of the most powerful weapons you have. Your story has the power to set captives free. Your story has the power to give hope to the hopeless. Your story has the power to encourage the discouraged. Your story has the power to strengthen the weak. Your story has the power to inspire faith in those who are doubting. The enemy does not want you to share your testimony. He wants you to keep it hidden. He wants you to be ashamed of your past. He wants you to be afraid of what people will think. He wants you to believe the lie that your story does not matter, because he knows that when you open your mouth and share what I have done in your life, his power is broken. When you testify about how I delivered you, others receive faith that I can deliver them too. When you testify about how I healed you, others receive hope that they can be healed. When you testify about how I provided for you, others receive confidence that I will provide for them. When you testify about how I forgave you, others receive courage to come to me for forgiveness. Your testimony is not just about you. It is about me. It is about what I have done. It is about how I showed up. It is about how I came through. It is about how I kept my promise. It is about how I turned your mess into a message, your test into a testimony, your pain into purpose. And when you share that, when you give me the glory, when you point people to me, you are fulfilling one of your highest callings. You are being my witness. You are being my ambassador. You are being my mouthpiece. So I am asking you today, do not hide your testimony. Do not minimize what I have done. Do not be ashamed of where you have been or what you have been through. Instead, own your story. Embrace your journey. See it as preparation for your purpose, and then share it. Share it with your family. Share it with your friends. Share it with your coworkers. Share it with strangers. Write it down. Record it. Post it online. Publish it. Tell anyone who will listen what I have done for you. Because someone out there needs to hear your story. Someone is going through exactly what you went through. Someone is struggling with the same thing you struggled with. Someone is on the verge of giving up, and your testimony, your story, your witness of my faithfulness could be the very thing that saves their life, that rescues their marriage, that restores their hope, that renews their faith. This is why the enemy fought so hard against you. This is why you went through such intense battles. This is why the trials were so severe. Because the greater the battle, the greater the testimony. Because the darker the valley, the brighter the light of my deliverance. Because the deeper the pit, the more powerful the story of how I pulled you out. The enemy wanted to destroy you, but I had a different plan. I was going to use everything he threw at you to create a testimony so powerful that it would destroy his works in the lives of countless others. I was going to take his greatest weapon against you and turn it into your greatest weapon for my kingdom. So do not waste your pain. Do not hide your scars. Do not be silent about your journey. Speak up. Share your story. Let your testimony roar. Let it echo across the earth. Let it shake the gates of hell. Let it set the captives free. Let it give hope to the hopeless. Let it encourage the weary. Let it strengthen the weak. Let it build faith in the doubting. This is part of your purpose. This is part of your calling. This is part of how you will change the world and leave a legacy that lasts for generations. The strength to fight and win. How many times you went to sleep sad, crying because of life's circumstances, and at dawn you were calm, strengthened, and renewed. Your storms will never be bigger than your God. The weeping may last for a night, but the joy I bring always comes in the morning. Hear my voice of love and imagine the best future you would like to have in your life, as beautiful as you can imagine. It still does not compare with what I really have for you. I have great things, great blessings. I have a future of love, union, prosperity, and open doors. Do not lose faith. Do not let sin take over your life. Stay firm, and whenever bad thoughts come to try to seduce you, remember my promise and stay firm in my ways. When you feel confused, not knowing how to act or what to do, when you feel you no longer have strength, or when you cannot see the direction or where you should take your next step, pray, talk to me, and feel my love. Let my serenity enter your heart, removing all fears and doubts. Do this and I promise you, my child, that no enemy will touch you. Bad feelings will not overwhelm you. I will pour my peace over you, and this will be your strength to make the right decisions on your way. I love you. I am your father, your protector, your guide. No one will be able to approach you to hurt you. I am with you, and I will always hear your prayers. I will return to you what belongs to you. I am pleased with your way of being. You have been attacked so many times. They have caused you pain you do not deserve. But I will continue pouring over you so much blessing. You receive it, and do not worry anymore about those who seek to cause you fear. You are very privileged. You are hearing words, revelations that others have never heard. But stay firm. Do not deviate. Always focus. The envious people wanted to get you into difficulties. They tried to knock you down and rob you. They spoke badly of you, but you are still here, standing firm. You have not lost your faith. I like that you have learned to give importance to what is worth it, and you know how to discard the words and the intrigues your enemies use to hurt you. The light that comes from you blinds them. My presence in your life bothers them. My favor in your home causes them so much anger they cannot sleep. But while those envious people lose sleep, you rest with confidence, calm, because I guard your life, your family, your home, your job. I will take care of them. I will make them calm down, fill their time with other occupations. They have already realized that whatever they do not cause you the slightest worry. Their families are destroyed because they rejected my word and my love. I gave them my counsel so they would do well, but they discarded everything and moved away from me. But you decided to follow me. You recognized that in me was the solution and the way out for all the problems you had, and you surrendered to my will with all your heart. You believed in my word totally without doubting. You know that not everyone is like you. Look around. Many could be enjoying my love, but their hearts have hardened. Things have never turned out as they have wanted, and they blame me. You are different. Now you know well that your happiness and your future do not depend on people. Your life and your blessing depend only on me. I want you to continue like this. Every day you will be better, stronger. Even your enemies will come to see you to ask you to speak to them about me. There is an even greater blessing for you further ahead on the road. You keep that faith in your faithfulness. I will be with you every day. Keep fighting and do not give up. I love you. I will reward you in public. I am going to award your faith. All those who made fun of you are going to be surprised. The envious ones who wanted to see you fall will be ashamed. You will see that it is worth trusting your Almighty God, your Heavenly Father who loves you so much. I have seen you go through so much difficulty, and those enemies shouted at you so loudly they made you doubt. You felt humiliated. They made you cry, but your faith was tested. It was found without blemish. Because of your anguish, it was perfected, and your pain has become courage. Your fear has become bravery. Your anxiety has become happiness. Your sadness has become joy. Great blessings are coming for you. I am writing it in your heart. You are not going to forget. These words are going to resonate in your soul every morning when you wake up. You will no longer get up filled with discouragement and sorrow. You will no longer feel as if you were tied up. The chains have been broken. Every curse that stalked you has moved away from your life. Receive my word. Take it with faith. Engrave it in your mind. Write it on a piece of paper. Keep it in your Bible, right where Psalm 23 begins. Speak my word before sleeping. Close your eyes and say out loud, Jesus, in you I trust, and you will feel me there next to you. Speak it. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. Read the complete psalm. I am commanding you. Obey me in this. You will see how my word will give you a strength you have never had before. You will feel as if you were an eagle. You will fly very high at the level of faith. From here, you can see ahead to the new blessings I will soon give you. Come again tomorrow. Put your Bible next to your bed, and in the early mornings I will wake you. I will speak to you in a soft whisper in your ear, and there I will guide you. I will show you holy words and wonderful visions that only to you I will reveal. Welcome to the supernatural world. It is here where your happiness is forged. Here you learn meekness and humility. Here I give you the power so you can defeat all evil, so you can tread on serpents and scorpions. But do not fear, nothing will harm you. I open the door for you. I give you the welcome to the world of miracles. Nothing is impossible for me. Everything is possible for you. You stayed firm and did not stop believing in me. In the little you were faithful. Over much I will set you. I love you. The drought ends and the harvest begins. The tests you went through have been preparing you for this great blessing that approaches. I hear you when you despair and ask me when it will arrive, and I tell you once more, the fulfillment of my promise is knocking at your door. Do your part. Get up and open. Put your faith to work. Go out to receive your blessing with the attitude of a winner. Do not go out to look for obstacles. Do not look for excuses to stay seated. Do not allow those doubts that wither your faith. Your talents and your gifts are about to bloom. Here on earth there is a wonderful garden, and this is where I need you. You are more than a flower. You are a leafy tree that gives shade to everyone who comes seeking my presence. I want to use you so you may bless many, so you may speak to your family about my love, so you may extend your hand and help those who suffer. While you distribute and give, a rain of prosperity over your house will pour down. My little daughter, my little son, prepare your tools. The harvest approaches. Go out and smell the scent of the field ready and prepared so you can triumph. You are one of my chosen ones. I am going to strengthen you. I am going to lift you up. I will remove from you all scarcity and need. But listen to me now. Do not be like those who ignore me, who spend their time playing, wasting their time on foolishness. And when they see everything turns out badly for them, they start blaming me. They are always complaining, and they stalk good people like you because they want to snatch from them the blessings I'm going to give them. The fruit of this harvest that comes is yours. Do not send others to pick it up. Those who do not appreciate my grace throw my blessings to the ground. Do not trust anyone with the gifts I give you. Do not hand over your children into the hands of the devourer. Do not open the door of your home to the destroyer. Come every morning. You have to listen to me. I will give you wisdom so you can move forward, and in everything you can triumph, so your harvest will be abundant and even more. This stage in your life is preparing you for something so wonderful that will come. Wait for that and much more from your Heavenly Father. I do not bless you with crumbs. I pour over you rains of abundance. Believe it, accept it, and always tell me you love me. Today I will visit your house and change your destiny. You are suffering and you need my help, my love that covers you and heals you without judging you, my affectionate presence that hugs you in silence without reproaching you. You need my friendly ear that listens to you patiently without interrupting you. Tell me you long for me, because that is the truth. Your own strength has reached a limit. This is the moment for you to recognize your need. You have called me in your prayer with faith and sincerity. That is why I myself have come to rescue you. I know you and your family are going through a cruel desert in which loneliness dries up hope. Your soul is thirsty for love because of so much contempt. The walking burns and you scream when you step on the hot stones that make you cry with pain. I understand how you feel. It is difficult to continue walking and believe that even in the midst of this suffering, my hand sustains you. Let me speak to you now about the supernatural realm and how to live aware of my constant presence with you. Most people live their entire lives completely unaware of the spiritual dimension that surrounds them. They only see the physical world. They only acknowledge what their five senses can perceive. But there is so much more happening around you than what you can see with your natural eyes. There is an entire spiritual realm, an invisible dimension where angels and demons operate, where spiritual warfare takes place, where my throne sits, where prayers ascend like incense, where decrees are issued that affect the natural realm. And I want you to learn how to live aware of this spiritual dimension. I want you to develop spiritual eyes to see beyond the natural. I want you to tune your spiritual ears to hear my voice above all the noise. I want you to become sensitive to my Spirit's leading and prompting, because when you live aware of the spiritual realm, everything changes. You stop reacting to circumstances and you start responding to my Spirit. You stop being moved by what you see and you start walking by faith. You stop depending on human wisdom and you start accessing divine wisdom. You stop fighting battles in your own strength and you start releasing my power. Here's how you develop this spiritual awareness. First, you must believe that the spiritual realm is real and that it is actually more real than the physical realm. The physical world is temporary. It is constantly changing. It will one day pass away. But the spiritual realm is eternal. It is unchanging. It will last forever. So which realm is more real? The one that is here today and gone tomorrow, or the one that lasts forever? When you understand this, you begin to prioritize the spiritual over the physical. You begin to invest more time in spiritual things than in temporary things. You begin to care more about your spiritual health than your physical comfort. You begin to value your relationship with me more than your relationships with people. Second, you must spend time in my presence daily, not just reading about me, not just learning about me, but actually encountering me, experiencing me, communing with me. This happens through worship, through meditation on my word, through listening prayer, through fasting, through stillness and silence before me. As you spend time in my presence, your spiritual senses become sharper. You begin to discern my voice more clearly. You begin to sense when my spirit is prompting you to do something or say something. You begin to feel a check in your spirit when you are about to make a wrong decision. You begin to perceive spiritual atmospheres and know whether a place or situation is filled with my peace or with demonic oppression. Third, you must learn to test everything by my word and by my spirit. Not everything you sense in the spiritual realm is from me. The enemy can disguise himself as an angel of light. False prophets can speak things that sound spiritual but are actually from demons. This is why I have given you my word as a plumb line, as a standard by which to measure every spiritual experience, every prophecy, every vision, every prompting. If it contradicts my written word, it is not from me, no matter how spiritual it sounds. If it does not bear the fruit of my spirit, if it does not align with my character, if it does not glorify Jesus, it is not from me. Fourth, you must actively engage in spiritual warfare. You must put on the full armor of God daily. You must take authority over demonic forces that try to attack you, your family, your finances, your health, your mind. You must bind the enemy's works and loose my blessings. You must stand guard over your thought life and reject every thought that does not align with my truth. You must pray proactively, not just reactively. Do not wait until the enemy attacks to start praying. Pray preventatively. Build up a prayer hedge around yourself and your loved ones. Release my angels to protect and minister. Plead my blood over your home, your workplace, your possessions. Declare my word over every area of your life. As you do these things consistently, you will begin to live in a heightened state of spiritual awareness. You will begin to see things that others cannot see. You will begin to know things that you have no natural way of knowing. You will begin to sense when the enemy is setting a trap for you, and you will be able to avoid it. You will begin to recognize divine appointments and divine connections that I orchestrate. You will begin to move in sync with my spirit, being led by him throughout your day, being sensitive to his promptings, being obedient to his leading. And this is when you will begin to experience the supernatural on a regular basis. This is when you will begin to see miracles, signs, and wonders. This is when you will begin to hear my voice clearly giving you specific instructions and revelations. This is when you will begin to operate in the gifts of my spirit, words of knowledge, words of wisdom, discernment of spirits, prophecy, healing, miracles. This is when you will begin to live the abundant life that I promised, the supernatural life that I called you to, the victorious life that I purchased for you on the cross. Now let me teach you about the principle of seed time and harvest, and how understanding this principle will transform your finances, your relationships, your ministry, and every area of your life. Everything in my kingdom operates on the principle of sowing and reaping. I built this law into the fabric of creation from the very beginning. When I created the earth, I said, "Let the earth bring forth vegetation, plants yielding seed according to their own kinds, and trees bearing fruit in which is their seed, each according to its kind." And I declared that as long as the earth endures, seed time and harvest shall not cease. This is a universal law that governs both the natural realm and the spiritual realm. Whatever you sow, that is what you will reap. If you sow corn, you will not harvest tomatoes. If you sow criticism, you will not harvest encouragement. If you sow discord, you will not harvest peace. If you sow selfishness, you will not harvest generosity. You reap what you sow. This is not a punishment. It is simply how the universe works. It is a law that I established, and it cannot be broken any more than the law of gravity can be broken. But here is what most people do not understand about this principle. The harvest is always greater than the seed. When you plant one kernel of corn, you do not get one kernel back. You get an entire ear of corn with hundreds of kernels. One seed produces 30-fold, 60-fold, or 100-fold return. This is the multiplication principle. Whatever you sow, I multiply it and give it back to you multiplied. If you sow financial seed, I give you a financial harvest. If you sow time helping others, people will help you when you need it. If you sow encouragement, you will be surrounded by encouragers. If you sow forgiveness, you will receive forgiveness when you need it. If you sow love, you will be loved. But there is a time gap between sowing and reaping. You do not plant today and harvest tomorrow. There is a season where the seed is underground, where you cannot see any evidence that anything is growing, where it looks like nothing is happening. This is the test. This is where most people give up. They sow seed, but when they do not see immediate results, they stop sowing. They get discouraged. They think it did not work. They dig up the seed to check if it is growing, and in doing so, they kill the seed and prevent the harvest. But if you will keep sowing, if you will keep watering with prayer and faith, if you will keep protecting the seed from the birds that try to steal it, if you will keep pulling the weeds of doubt and unbelief, then in due season you will reap a harvest so abundant that you will barely be able to contain it. You will look at the harvest and marvel at how much was produced from such a small seed. You will look back at the waiting period and see that it was necessary, that the seed needed time to germinate, to take root, to grow strong, to produce fruit. So I am telling you today, start sowing. Sow generously. Sow consistently. Sow expecting a harvest. Sow financial seed into good soil, into ministries and churches and organizations that are producing kingdom fruit. Sow seed of your time by serving, by helping, by volunteering. Sow seed of kindness by doing random acts of kindness for strangers. Sow seed of encouragement by speaking words of life to people. Sow seed of forgiveness by releasing people who have hurt you. Sow seed of prayer by interceding for others. Sow seed of the gospel by sharing your testimony and pointing people to me. And as you sow, trust me for the harvest. Do not try to figure out how or when the harvest will come. Do not limit me by deciding where the harvest must come from. Just sow and trust. Sow and believe. Sow and expect. Sow and rejoice. Because I promise you, your harvest is coming. And when it comes, it will be so much more than you ever imagined. It will overflow. It will run over. It will be pressed down, shaken together, and running over. This is my promise to you. This is how my kingdom works. Test me in this, and see if I do not open the windows of heaven and pour out blessings so great you will not have room enough to receive them all. But even so, I have come to protect you from the enemies who attack you and hurt you. Even if you feel knocked down and faint, I will resurrect your desires to live. Strengthened, I will lift you from the ashes. Those around you and many generations to come will see how much I have blessed you. I will change your clothes. I will crown you with honor. I will clean your tears. Your home will be filled with my glory. Everything you are thinking today is just a purification process that just as gold only shines when it goes through the fire, so also you will shine, and you will be purified from all the negative things that still exist within you. I only tell you, daughter, son, I will not exalt you so you may humiliate your brother, but so you may know how to extend your hand, so you may also help to rise the one who is knocked down on the ground. I want you to abandon anger, vanity, fear, doubt, and lack of faith, that you never look at the past because nothing you have lived there can come close to the joy you will have from today. I want you to look in your life for small and big things for which you are grateful, that you walk with a clean conscience and virtues in your heart. Do not despair if today you are feeling bad. If you think you are not strong, I want you to listen to me, to open the doors of your heart to me, to accept this sweet peace I give you, and to take this time to rest your mind. I am the creator of the universe, and to those winds that shake you, I order them to be quiet, to keep silent. You will no longer hear the whisper of the threats of the world that want to frighten you, that your faith be broken, that you do not see with clarity what you have already advanced, and that you throw into the trash everything you have achieved. You think you are weak, but I will tell you something. Pay close attention to me. It is better this way, that you realize your own strength has a limit, and you need me. With your faith and my power, you become invincible. With your renewed strength, your spirit is indestructible. And with this word of faith, your weakness ends. You can say with confidence, I am strong. You can walk with hope and without stopping. Continue to this mountain where I am. Here I wait for you. This is the summit where your great longings can become reality. Here you will reach your dreams. This is the place and time for you to accept my will and let me work in your life. From here on, you are going to fly. I brought you here to not go back. Open your wings and rise higher so you can see from above this land of blessings I want to give you. You will no longer live desperate. You will not go to sleep anguished. You will not get up either sad or discouraged. From today, you will live a life of burning and active faith. Every morning when the sun rises, you will make the decision to be happy before any circumstance, and you will not allow any bad news or worry to erase that beautiful smile that lights up your face. You are my daughter, my son. Remember it always. You gave me your whole being. My Holy Spirit dwells in you. You are different. You do not have to imitate what people do or say. Many tremble before any rumor. Their hopes are destroyed and they fill with fear. But you are not like that. My supernatural love is in you. Your faith is wonderful, and from your lips come prayers and powerful words. Fly now. You are free. Be happy. Go and share with your family these words I told you today. I love you. I will take you out of the desert. I will take you to victory, and to the happiness you need so much. I do this because I love you. You are of great value to me, and I have a great purpose for your life. Pay close attention to me because these words you hear and read are true. They are not empty. I know this situation you are living has saddened you, and it is difficult for you to face each day with joy. Today you are going through difficulty, but your life is about to change in a surprising and supernatural way. There were many days of sad incomprehension, but today your journey in this desert ends. The world tried to blind you. It tried to shake your faith, but you were not defeated, my little child. You managed to reach the end of this long and hard test. From now on, I will make them better. I will make you smile again. Everyone around you will see how my strength and my power have renewed you in a surprising way. My wisdom will help you solve all these problems you have faced. After those days of dryness on the path of loneliness through which you had to pass, you were thirsty, you got tired, you felt weak, but your faith and your love for me and for your family gave you the energy to get up and keep walking. You continued. You persevered to the end. And today I send clouds loaded with a special rain, living water of blessing, balm of healing for your heart. I am filling your soul with my spirit of love. The covenant I made with you is still valid. I always listen to you and my ear is attentive. I give you my attention every time you come before me in prayer and invoke my holy name. Today you are facing a time of great miracles and wonders that will reach you and your family because of your loyalty and your faithfulness, because of your perseverance in not giving up in the middle of the arduous road, because you believed in me and trusted me with your destiny. I am not going to fail you because I love you very much, my little child. I know the thoughts I have for you. They are thoughts of good, not of evil. In your hands, what you ask me for so much. Tell me again with your lips what you desire so much, and I will listen to you from heaven, and I will fulfill the purest longing of your heart. Rejoice, daughter, son, because the suffering is ended. Now the moment of your triumph approaches. Tell me you believe me. I love you. Let me speak to you now about the mystery of divine timing and how my answers come to those who wait. You have been praying, crying out to me, asking when your breakthrough will arrive. You have wondered if I have forgotten you, if perhaps I do not hear your prayers anymore. But I want you to understand something profound about how I work in your life. My timing is not like human timing. When you plant a seed in the ground, you do not dig it up every day to see if it is growing. You water it, you give it sunlight, and you wait with faith, knowing that beneath the surface, something powerful is happening. The roots are growing deep, the stem is strengthening, and soon it will break through the soil and become a tree that bears fruit. This is exactly what is happening in your life right now. While you have been waiting, while you have felt that nothing is changing, I have been working beneath the surface of your circumstances. I have been arranging people, preparing opportunities, shifting situations that you cannot see yet. I have been strengthening your character, deepening your faith, and teaching you lessons that you will need when the blessing finally arrives. You see, if I gave you everything you asked for on the day you first prayed, you would not have been ready to handle it. The blessing you are waiting for is so big, so powerful, so life-changing that you needed this time of preparation. You needed these tests to prove your faithfulness. You needed these trials to build your patience. You needed this waiting period to learn to trust me completely, not just with your words, but with your whole heart. Think about Abraham, who waited 25 years for the son I promised him. Think about Joseph, who spent 13 years in slavery and prison before he became second in command of Egypt. Think about David, who was anointed king as a young boy, but did not sit on the throne until he was 30 years old. All of these great men and women of faith had to wait for my perfect timing. And during their waiting, I was preparing them. I was testing them. I was making sure that when the blessing came, they would be ready to carry it, to steward it well, and to give me the glory for it. You are in that same season of preparation right now. The answer you have been waiting for is not delayed. It is right on schedule according to my divine calendar. There is a specific day, a specific hour, a specific moment when everything will shift for you. On that day, you will look back at all the waiting you endured, and you will understand why it had to happen this way. You will see how every tear you cried was watering the seeds of your future harvest. You will see how every disappointment was actually protection from something that was not meant for you. You will see how every closed door was redirecting you toward the open door I had prepared. And when your moment comes, it will be so perfect, so precisely timed, that you will have no doubt it was me. People will ask you how it happened, and you will not be able to explain it in human terms. You will only be able to say that it was my hand, my favor, my supernatural intervention. This is why you must not give up now. This is why you must keep praying, keep believing, keep standing in faith even when you do not see any evidence that things are changing. Because behind the scenes, in the spiritual realm that you cannot see with your physical eyes, I am moving mountains. I am opening doors that no man can shut. I am releasing resources, releasing relationships, releasing opportunities that will come flooding into your life at exactly the right time. Now let me speak to you about the difference between my blessings and the success the world offers. The world tells you to chase after money, power, fame, and possessions. The world measures your worth by what you have, what you own, what you have achieved by your own strength. But my blessings are different. When I bless you, it is not just about giving you material things. Yes, I want to provide for your needs. Yes, I want you to have abundance. Yes, I want you to prosper financially. But my blessings go so much deeper than that. When I bless you, I am giving you peace that surpasses all understanding. I am giving you joy that does not depend on your circumstances. I am giving you relationships that are built on genuine love and not on what you can do for someone else. When I bless you, I am giving you a purpose that fulfills your soul. I am giving you wisdom to make right decisions. I am giving you discernment to recognize the enemy's traps before you fall into them. I am giving you strength to endure hardships without breaking. I am giving you faith to believe for the impossible. These are the blessings that money cannot buy. These are the treasures that thieves cannot steal and that rust cannot destroy. These are the riches that will last not just for your lifetime on earth, but for all eternity. This is why I allow you to go through seasons of lack, seasons of struggle, seasons where it seems like nothing is working out the way you planned. Because in those seasons, you learn to seek me for who I am, not just for what I can give you. You learn that your satisfaction comes from knowing me, from walking with me, from experiencing my presence. And when you truly understand this, when you reach the place where you can say, like Job said, "Even if you take everything away from me, I will still worship you," then you are ready to receive everything I have been preparing for you. The world's success comes with a price. It comes with stress, anxiety, sleepless nights, broken relationships, compromised integrity, and an emptiness that no amount of money or achievement can fill. But my blessings come with peace. My blessings come with contentment. My blessings come with the knowledge that you are exactly where you are supposed to be, doing exactly what you were created to do. My blessings bring joy to your heart and rest to your soul. And when you have my blessings, you can sleep peacefully at night knowing that I am watching over you, that I am protecting everything you have, and that I will continue to provide for you and your family. So do not be fooled by what you see others achieving in the world. Do not compare your journey to theirs. Do not envy those who seem to have everything while you are still waiting, because you do not see what is happening behind closed doors in their lives. You do not see the emptiness they feel despite their success. You do not see the broken relationships, the addictions they use to cope, the fear that keeps them up at night wondering if it will all fall apart. What I am building in your life is solid. It is founded on the rock of my word. It will stand the test of time. It will bring blessing not just to you, but to your children and your children's children. Let me now teach you about spiritual warfare and the battles you cannot see. You have been wondering why certain things keep happening to you. You have been asking why the same problems keep showing up in different forms. You have been frustrated because just when things start to get better, something else goes wrong. I want you to understand that there is a war happening over your life. Not a physical war, but a spiritual one. The enemy of your soul, the devil, knows the destiny I have planned for you. He knows the great things you are going to accomplish for my kingdom. He knows the people you are going to lead to me. He knows the impact you're going to make in this world. And because he knows all of this, he has assigned demons to attack you, to discourage you, to make you want to give up. The enemy uses many tactics against you. He brings people into your life who speak negative words over you, who criticize you, who try to make you doubt yourself and doubt me. He brings financial problems to make you worry and lose sleep. He brings sickness to weaken your body. He brings confusion to cloud your mind. He brings division into your family to break your relationships. He brings temptation to make you fall into sin. He brings memories of your past failures to make you feel unworthy of my blessings. All of these are attacks from the enemy, and if you do not recognize them for what they are, you will think the problem is you, or the problem is other people, or the problem is your circumstances. But the real battle is not against flesh and blood. The real battle is in the spiritual realm. This is why I have given you spiritual weapons to fight with. I have given you the weapon of prayer, which is your direct communication line with me. When you pray, you are not just talking to yourself. You are releasing my power into your situation. You are inviting my angels to fight on your behalf. You are binding the enemy's hands and loosening my blessings over your life. I have given you the weapon of my word, which is sharper than any two-edged sword. When you speak my promises out loud, when you declare my word over your situation, you are releasing the same power that created the universe. You are commanding things to change. You are prophesying your future into existence. I have given you the weapon of praise and worship. When you worship me in the midst of your battle, something powerful happens in the spiritual realm. The enemy cannot stand it when you praise me despite your problems. Your praise confuses his plans. Your worship breaks the chains he has tried to put on you. Remember how Paul and Silas were in prison, beaten and bound in chains, and at midnight they began to sing praises to me? And what happened? An earthquake shook the prison. The doors flew open, and their chains fell off. This is the power of praise in the midst of your trial. I have also given you the weapon of fasting, which humbles your flesh and heightens your spiritual sensitivity. I have given you the weapon of faith, which is your shield against every fiery dart the enemy throws at you. I have given you the weapon of my blood, which was shed on the cross to defeat every power of darkness. I have given you the weapon of my name, which is above every other name, before which every knee must bow. When you pray in my name, when you command demons to leave in my name, when you declare healing in my name, the enemy has no choice but to obey. Because my name carries all authority in heaven and on earth, you need to understand that you are not fighting for victory. You are fighting from victory. I already defeated the enemy 2,000 years ago when I rose from the dead. The battle is already won. But the enemy is trying to make you forget this truth. He is trying to make you think you are weak, powerless, defeated. But that is a lie. You are more than a conqueror through me. You have been given authority to trample on serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Greater is he who is in you than he who is in the world. So when you face attacks, do not be afraid. Do not run away. Do not give up. Stand firm in your faith. Put on your spiritual armor. Pray without ceasing. Speak my word. Praise my name. And watch how I fight your battles for you. Watch how I turn every attack into a blessing. Watch how I cause all things to work together for your good. The very thing the enemy meant to destroy you with, I will use to promote you. Now I want to reveal to you the secret of walking through waiting periods without losing your mind or your faith. Waiting is one of the hardest things for human beings to do. You live in a world of instant gratification where everything is fast. Fast food, fast internet, fast deliveries, fast results. But my kingdom does not work that way. In my kingdom, there are seasons. There is a time to plant and a time to harvest. There is a time to sow and a time to reap. There is a time to wait and a time to receive. And you cannot skip the waiting period any more than a farmer can skip the growing season and expect to have a harvest. But I do not want you to just endure the waiting. I want you to embrace it. I want you to see it as a gift, not a punishment. Because it is during the waiting that some of the most important work happens in your life. It is during the waiting that I transform your character. It is during the waiting that I teach you patience, which is a fruit of my spirit. It is during the waiting that I show you what is really in your heart. Do you love me only for what I can give you? Or do you love me for who I am? Do you trust me only when you can see the way forward? Or do you trust me even in the darkness? Do you worship me only when things are going well? Or do you worship me even in the storm? These are the questions that get answered during the waiting period. And the answers to these questions determine whether you are ready for what I want to give you. If you cannot be faithful when you have little, how can I trust you with much? If you cannot handle obscurity, how can I trust you with influence? If you cannot manage the small tests, how will you pass the bigger ones that come with greater responsibility? The waiting is not wasted time. It is preparation time. It is training time. It is character building time. And during the waiting, I am also testing your obedience. Will you keep doing what I have called you to do even when you do not see results? Will you keep giving even when your own pockets are empty? Will you keep worshiping even when you do not feel my presence? Will you keep believing even when all the evidence says it is impossible? This is the kind of faith that moves my heart. This is the kind of faith that releases miracles. This is the kind of faith that causes me to say, "Well done, good and faithful servant. Your faith has made you whole. Receive your reward." Let me also teach you about the supernatural transformation that happens when you truly encounter my word and allow it to change you from the inside out. My word is not just a book. It is not just ancient texts written by men who lived long ago. My word is alive. It is active. It is powerful. It is sharper than any two-edged sword. It divides soul and spirit, joints and marrow. It judges the thoughts and intentions of the heart. When you read my word, it reads you. It exposes what is really going on inside of you. It shows you the areas where you need to change. It reveals the lies you have been believing. It replaces those lies with truth. And as you continue to meditate on my word day and night, as you allow it to wash over your mind and penetrate your heart, something supernatural begins to happen. Your thoughts begin to change. Your attitudes begin to change. Your reactions begin to change. Your desires begin to change. The things that used to tempt you no longer have power over you. The fears that used to paralyze you no longer control you. The anger that used to consume you is replaced with peace. The bitterness that used to poison your relationships is replaced with forgiveness. The insecurity that used to make you compare yourself to others is replaced with confidence in who you are in me. This is the renewing of your mind that my word talks about. This is being transformed by the washing of water by my word. This is how you become a new creation. Old things pass away and all things become new. But it does not happen overnight. It does not happen by accident. It happens as you consistently, daily, intentionally expose yourself to my word. It happens as you choose to believe what my word says about you, more than what your feelings say, more than what your circumstances say, more than what other people say. My word says you are loved. My word says you are chosen. My word says you are forgiven. My word says you are healed. My word says you are blessed. My word says you are victorious. My word says you are strong. My word says you are capable. My word says you have a future and a hope. My word says no weapon formed against you shall prosper. My word says I will supply all your needs. My word says I will never leave you nor forsake you. My word says with me all things are possible. My word says you can do all things through me who strengthens you. When you begin to truly believe these truths, when you begin to see yourself the way I see you, when you begin to speak these truths over your life every single day, your entire reality begins to shift. Because faith comes by hearing, and hearing by my word. The more you hear it, the more you speak it, the more you believe it, the more it manifests in your life. This is how you walk in the supernatural. This is how you experience miracles. This is how you become everything I created you to be. Let me now reveal to you the power of breaking generational curses through the covenant I made with you. Perhaps you have noticed that certain negative patterns keep repeating in your family. Perhaps you have seen addiction, divorce, poverty, sickness, depression, or other destructive behaviors passing down from generation to generation. Perhaps you have wondered why you struggle with the same issues your parents struggled with, and their parents before them. I want you to understand that when sin enters a family line, it opens a door for the enemy to have legal access. The Bible talks about how the consequences of sin can affect multiple generations. This is what is called a generational curse. But here is the good news I want you to understand. When I died on the cross and rose again, I broke every curse. I redeemed you from the curse of the law by becoming a curse for you. Every curse that was passed down through your family bloodline, I have the power to break it. Every negative pattern that has been repeating, I have the power to stop it. Every evil spirit that has been tormenting your family, I have the power to cast it out. But you have to exercise your authority as my child. You have to stand up and declare that enough is enough, that this pattern stops with you, that your children and your children's children will not inherit these curses. You do this through prayer, through declaring my word, through renouncing every agreement that your ancestors may have made with the enemy. You do this by asking me to forgive not just your sins, but also the sins of your fathers and mothers, going back as many generations as necessary. You do this by pleading my blood over your family line, covering it, cleansing it, purifying it. You do this by declaring that you and your household will serve the Lord, that you are establishing a new legacy, that you are starting a new spiritual inheritance that will be passed down to future generations. And when you do this with faith and sincerity, I honor it. I release my power to break those chains that have bound your family for generations. I heal the wounds that have been passed down. I restore what the enemy has stolen. I replace curses with blessings. Where there was poverty, I bring prosperity. Where there was sickness, I bring health. Where there was division, I bring unity. Where there was death, I bring life. And you become a generational curse breaker. You become the one who changes the trajectory of your entire family line. Your obedience, your faith, your prayers do not just affect you. They affect everyone who comes after you. Now let me teach you about walking in authority as my child. Many of my children do not understand the level of authority I have given them. They go through life as victims, constantly being pushed around by circumstances, by other people, by the enemy. But that is not how I created you to live. When I created Adam and Eve in the garden, I gave them dominion over every living thing. I gave them authority to rule and reign on the earth. When sin entered the world, humanity lost that authority. But when I came to earth, died on the cross, and rose again, I restored that authority to all who believe in me. I have given you authority over all the power of the enemy. I have given you the keys to the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth is bound in heaven. Whatever you loose on earth is loosed in heaven. I have given you authority to cast out demons, to heal the sick, to raise the dead, to cleanse lepers, to perform signs and wonders. I have given you authority to speak to mountains and command them to move. I have given you authority to decree a thing, and it shall be established. I have given you authority to trample on serpents and scorpions. I have given you authority in my name. But here's what most people do not understand about authority. Authority must be exercised. You can have all the authority in the world, but if you do not use it, it does you no good. It is like having $1 million in the bank but never writing a check. The money is there, but you are still living in poverty because you are not accessing what belongs to you. This is what many of my children are doing. They have authority, but they are not using it. They are allowing the enemy to run all over them. They are allowing sickness to stay in their bodies. They are allowing poverty to stay in their finances. They are allowing fear to control their decisions. I am telling you today, rise up and take your authority. When sickness tries to attack your body, you speak to it and command it to leave in my name. When poverty tries to camp at your door, you declare that I am your provider, and that my word says I will supply all your needs according to my riches and glory. When fear tries to grip your heart, you speak my word that says I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. When the enemy tries to bring confusion into your mind, you take every thought captive and make it obedient to Christ. You are not a victim. You are a victor. You are not a slave. You are a son, a daughter of the Most High God. You are not weak. You are strong in the Lord and in the power of His might. You are not defeated. You are more than a conqueror through Him who loves you. You are not at the mercy of your circumstances. You are seated with Christ in heavenly places, far above all principality and power and might and dominion. You are not helpless. You have been given all authority in heaven and on earth through the name of Jesus. So stop begging. Start decreeing. Stop asking if it is my will to heal you, to bless you, to deliver you. My word has already made it clear that it is my will. Now you need to stand on that word and refuse to let go until you see it manifest in your life. This is faith. This is authority. This is how you walk as a child of the King. Let me now give you an eternal perspective on these temporary struggles you are facing. I know that when you are in the middle of a trial, when you are in the valley, when you are going through the fire, it feels like it will last forever. It feels overwhelming. It feels unbearable. But I want you to lift your eyes above your current circumstances and see things from my perspective. From your perspective on earth, these trials seem huge. But from my perspective in eternity, they are light and momentary afflictions that are working for you a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Think about it this way. If you live to be 80 years old, that is less than 1 second compared to eternity. And most of your trials do not last your entire lifetime. Most of them last for a season, perhaps a few months, a few years at most. So these few years of struggle are not even a fraction of a second compared to the eternity you will spend with me in glory. And what you are going through right now is producing something in you that will last forever. It is producing character, perseverance, hope, faith, compassion, wisdom, and a testimony that will help countless other people who will go through similar struggles. One day, when you are with me in heaven, you will look back at your life on earth, and you will see clearly how every single thing that happened, both good and bad, was working together for your good and for my glory. You will see how that betrayal positioned you for a divine connection. You will see how that job loss redirected you to your true calling. You will see how that sickness increased your compassion and your prayer life. You will see how that financial struggle taught you to trust me as your provider. You will see how that season of loneliness taught you that I am all you need. You will see how that season of waiting developed patience and character in you. And then you will meet people in heaven who will come up to you and say, "Your testimony encouraged me to keep going when I wanted to give up. Your story gave me hope when I thought there was none. Your faithfulness inspired me to trust God, even when I could not see the way." And you will realize that your pain was not pointless. Your struggle was not in vain. Your tears were not wasted. They were all seeds that produced a harvest, not just in your own life, but in the lives of countless others whom you influenced. This is why I need you to hold on. This is why I need you to keep believing. This is why I need you to keep praising me even in the storm. Because your breakthrough is not just for you. It is for everyone who is watching you. Everyone who will hear your testimony. Everyone who will be inspired by your faith. You are not just fighting for yourself. You are fighting for your family, for your community, for future generations who will read your story and be encouraged to trust me. So when you feel like giving up, remember that your struggle is temporary, but your reward is eternal. What you are going through right now is preparing you for a weight of glory, so massive, so magnificent, so marvelous that it cannot even be compared to the lightness of these momentary afflictions. Keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your focus on eternity. Keep running the race with endurance, because soon, very soon, you will cross the finish line. And when you do, I will be there waiting for you with a crown, with a reward, with the words you have been longing to hear. Well done, good and faithful servant. Enter into the joy of your Lord. Let me speak to you now about my provision in times of lack. I know you have been worried about money. I know you have been looking at your bills, your bank account, your debts, and wondering how you're going to make it. I know you have been stressed, anxious, losing sleep over financial concerns. But I want to remind you of something very important. I am your provider. I am Jehovah Jireh, the Lord who provides. And I have never failed to take care of my children. Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or gather into barns, yet I feed them. Are you not much more valuable than they? Look at the lilies of the field. They do not labor or spin, yet even Solomon in all his glory was not dressed like one of these. If I take care of the birds and the flowers, how much more will I take care of you? You are my child. You bear my name. I have promised in my word that I will supply all your needs according to my riches and glory. I have promised that if you seek first my kingdom and my righteousness, all these things will be added to you. I have promised that I will open the windows of heaven and pour out blessings so abundant that you will not have room enough to receive them. These are not empty promises. These are covenant promises. And I always keep my covenant. But I need you to understand something. My provision does not always come the way you expect it. Sometimes I provide supernaturally, with manna from heaven, with oil that does not run out, with flour that keeps multiplying. Sometimes I provide through people, through unexpected gifts, through favor with your employer, through someone paying off your debt. Sometimes I provide through ideas, through business concepts, through inventions, through creative solutions that only I could have given you. And sometimes I provide through process, through teaching you a skill, through opening a door for a job, through giving you wisdom to manage your money better. The key is not to limit me by telling me how I should provide. The key is to trust that I will provide, and then to be obedient to whatever instructions I give you. If I tell you to give when you feel like you have nothing, you obey and give. If I tell you to wait and not go into debt, you obey and wait. If I tell you to take that job even though it is not your dream job, you obey and take it. If I tell you to start that business even though you do not have all the resources yet, you obey and start it, because my provision is often connected to your obedience. And while you are waiting for the breakthrough, I need you to practice gratitude for what you already have. Stop focusing on what you lack and start focusing on what I have already given you. You have life. You have breath. You have sight. You have hearing. You have mobility. You have a sound mind. You have people who love you. You have a roof over your head. You have food to eat. You may not have everything you want, but you have everything you need. And when you begin to thank me for what you have, you create an atmosphere for more to come. Gratitude attracts blessings. Complaining repels them. I also want to teach you about the principle of sowing and reaping. This is a spiritual law that I have built into the universe. Whatever you sow, you will reap. If you sow sparingly, you will reap sparingly. If you sow generously, you will reap generously. If you sow criticism, you will reap criticism. If you sow kindness, you will reap kindness. If you sow time helping others, others will help you when you need it. If you sow money into my kingdom, I will multiply it back to you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. But here is what most people do not understand about this principle. There is a time gap between sowing and reaping. You do not plant a seed today and harvest tomorrow. There is a season of waiting, a season of watering, a season of protecting the seed from birds and weeds. And during that season, you cannot see what is happening underground. You cannot see the roots growing, the stem forming. All you can see is dirt. And if you are not careful, you will get discouraged and think nothing is happening. But something is happening. And if you do not dig up the seed in unbelief, if you keep watering it in faith, one day you will see the harvest break through the surface, and you will be amazed at how much has been produced from that one small seed. This is why I tell you to not grow weary in doing good, for in due season you will reap if you do not give up. Keep sowing, keep giving, keep serving, keep blessing others, keep being generous. Your harvest is coming, and when it comes, it will be so abundant that you will have more than enough for yourself and plenty left over to bless others. This is my promise to you. Trust me, I am your provider, and I will never let you down. Finally, let me speak to you about the joy that comes in the morning after a night of weeping. I know you have cried many tears. I know you have had nights where you thought you could not go on. I know you have experienced pain so deep that you wondered if you would ever feel joy again. But I want you to know something. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. The pain you are feeling right now is not permanent. The sorrow you are experiencing is not your final destination. The tears you are crying are not wasted. I am collecting every single one of them in my bottle. I am keeping a record of all your sorrows, and I promise you, there is coming a day when I will wipe every tear from your eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the old order of things will have passed away. But even before that eternal day, I want to give you joy in this life. I want to give you beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. I want to restore to you the years that the locusts have eaten. I want to turn your mourning into dancing. I want to fill your mouth with laughter and your tongue with songs of joy. This is my heart for you. This is what I long to do. But I need you to cooperate with me. I need you to choose joy even when you do not feel joyful. I need you to choose praise even when you do not feel like praising. I need you to choose faith even when your feelings tell you to doubt. Joy is not a feeling. It is a choice. It is a decision to trust that I am good even when your circumstances are bad. It is a decision to believe that I am working all things together for your good, even when you cannot see how. It is a decision to praise me for who I am, even when you do not understand what I am doing. And when you make that choice, when you choose joy despite your pain, something supernatural happens. My presence comes in a powerful way. My peace that surpasses all understanding guards your heart and mind. My strength fills you and enables you to keep going. My hope rises up in you and reminds you that your best days are still ahead of you. And then one day, you will wake up and realize that the pain is gone. You will realize that you are smiling again. You will realize that you are laughing again. You will realize that you are dreaming again. You will realize that the joy of the Lord has become your strength. And you will look back at the night of weeping, and you will see that it was just a season, just a chapter in your story, not the whole book. You will see that the morning did come, just like I promised. You will see that the best is yet to come. You will see that I was faithful, that I kept my word, that I never left you, that I brought you through to the other side. And your testimony will give hope to someone else who is still in their night of weeping, someone who needs to hear that morning is coming, that joy is coming, that breakthrough is coming, that healing is coming, that deliverance is coming, that victory is coming. This is my word to you today. This is my promise to you. This is my love letter written specifically for you. I am the God who sees you, who knows you, who loves you, who has a plan for you, who will never leave you, who will never forsake you, who is working all things together for your good, who has prepared blessings for you that you cannot even imagine. who is about to do a new thing in your life, who is opening doors that no man can shut, who is releasing provision, promotion, and supernatural favor over your life. This is your season of breakthrough. This is your time of harvest. This is your moment of transformation. Receive it, believe it, walk in it. Before I close this message to you, let me speak one more time about the importance of perseverance and not giving up when you are so close to your breakthrough. I know you are tired. I know you have been fighting for so long. I know there have been many times when you wanted to quit, when you wanted to give up, when you wanted to throw in the towel and walk away from everything. I know the battle has been intense.